Namaste and welcome students. I hope you all are great. So today we are going to do a new unit, polynomials of class ninth. So today we are going to do introduction of this unit as well as the exercise 2.1. So let's begin. First we will start to read what is polynomials. So polynomials is any expression which contains one or more than one terms, okay, with non-zero coefficients. So if you can see, we have some example, that is a plus b. So a and b are the variables, okay, and now see these two terms we have in this equation. Now if I read the next one, 7x plus y plus 5. So here x and y are the variables, 7 and 5 are the coefficient. Now see, in this polynomial also we have more than one term. Similarly, in the third one also, w plus x plus y plus z. First, these all are variables, and this is also where more than one terms we have. So variables are like a, b, up to so on, like z. Up to z we have variables, and coefficients are 1, 2, 3, and so on. So these are the coefficients. We'll move to the next point, that is degree of polynomials. Well, degree of polynomials is the highest degree of the polynomial. For example, if you see x raised to power 5 and x raised to power cube. So if you can see this one, definitely 5 is greater than 3. So the degree of the polynomial is 5. We have to just check the highest degree of the polynomial. This is that degree of polynomial. We move to the next one, that is types of polynomials based on number of terms. If we have one term, two term, or three term. So on the basis of this also we have some polynomials. So I read the first one, monomial. By the name itself we can find out that mono means one. So a polynomial with just one term is known as monomial. Bi means two. So a polynomial with two terms known as binomial, and tri means three. So a polynomial with three terms are known as trinomial. You can see in this example x square plus 3x plus 4. So total we have three terms. We have to just count the terms, and according to that we can write if one term monomial, two terms binomial, and three terms trinomial. Move to the next one. Now we have types of polynomials based on the degree. Degree means what the power the variable has. If the variable has a power of 2, okay, or x raised to power 1 of, or x raised to power cube. So on the basis of that also we have polynomial. So first we have linear polynomial. Linear means 1. So when a polynomial whose degree is 1, if the highest degree is 1, that means that is a linear polynomial. If you can see the given example, 2x plus 1. Now see, the degree of x is what? 1 only. So if it is 1, that means that is a linear polynomial. Now move to the next one, quadratic polynomial. Quadratic means 2. If the degree is x raised to power 2, that means that is a quadratic polynomial. In the given example, you can see 3x square plus 8x plus 5. So definitely 2 is greater than 1. So that is why we are considering this as a quadratic polynomial, because the degree of x is 2 here. Now the last one is cubic polynomial. Cubic means 3. If the degree of x is 3, then that is a cubic polynomial. In the given example, 2x raised to power cube plus 5x raised to square plus 9x plus 15. So the highest is cube only. See? So this is a cubic polynomial. I hope you all would have understood, because these are the questions asked in exercise 2.1. So we move to the next one. This is a very important topic, that is zeros of polynomial, and that is quite easy as well. So zeros of polynomial is, a zero of a polynomial p of x is a value of x for which the value of px is 0. That means, in a simple term, if I say that if they have given any polynomial to you, then just put the value of x. Suppose the polynomial they have given x square minus 3x plus 2. So you put the value of x there and your answer will be 0. If your answer is 0, that means that particular value of x is the 0 of that polynomial. I hope it's clear. If not, we'll consider one example for you. Let's start. Suppose I have x square minus 3x plus 2. Okay. Now one by one I'll put some values. Let's see whether it's the zeros of that polynomial or not. If I put 0 here. So 0 square minus 3 multiply 0 plus 2. Now 0 square minus 0 plus 2. If we solve this one, I will get 2 here, which is not equal to 0. That means 0 is not the 0 of this polynomial. My answer should be 0 only. Now we'll put other value. Let's suppose 1. P of 1. Now see here 1 square minus 3 multiply 1 plus 2. Okay. Now see 1 square is equal to 1 only. Minus 3 ones are 3 plus 2. Now see 2 plus 1 3 minus 3. Opposite sign and same numbers are there. Will get cancelled. My answer is 0. That means at one value the polynomial is equal to 0. Therefore, I can say that 1 is the zeros of this polynomial. I hope now it's clear to everyone. It's very easy. Just put the value of x. If your answer is 0, that means that particular value of x is your zeros of the polynomial. I hope whatever we have discussed in this video so far, it's clear to everyone. Now we'll move to the exercise. That is 2.1. So let's begin with the exercise. I'll read the first question. Which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not? State reasons for your answer. One variable means if they have given only x, so in that polynomial only x should be there. It should not be y. If I give an example to you, 4x square plus 2y plus z. Now see, this is a polynomial but not in one variable, because here I have x, this side I have y, and this side I have z. Correct? Like this we have to check. So the first part is 4x square minus 3x plus 7. Yes. Now see, 4x square, this side I have minus 3x plus 7. First this is, you can check the exponent. This is a whole number. What is a whole number? Which starts from 0. The power is a whole number and this is in a one variable. That's all. So we can say yes, this is a polynomial in one variable. Move to the next one where we have y square plus root 2. Y square plus root 2. Yes, we have only one variable and the exponent of y is whole number. So this is also a yes. We can say yes, this is a polynomial. We move to the next one. 3 root t plus t root 2. Okay, if I write, see, root t means what? The power of t is what? 1 by 2? I will write 1 by 2 here plus t root 2. Now see, everywhere t I have, that is perfectly correct. Whether the power of t is a whole number? No, because 1 by 2 is equal to what? 0.5. Correct? And so here we cannot say that this is a polynomial. So the fourth part is y plus 2 by y. Now see, everywhere y I have. Yes, y plus 2 by y. I have only one variable. But we have to check the power of y also, whether there is a whole number. Okay, let's check y. This is power 1. This side 2 raised to, if I reciprocate, I will get the power of y is minus 1. Whether minus 1 is a whole number? No. So we can say that this is not a polynomial in one variable. I hope it's clear. In the last question, also root t. This is root t is not a, see, the power of t is not a whole number. That is why we are considering this one as not a polynomial in one variable. We move to the fifth part where we have x raised to power 10, y raised to power q plus t raised to power 50. Now see, all the powers are whole number, correct? But we have different variables. Here I have x, then I have y, and then I have t. So this one is also not a polynomial in one variable. I hope you all would have clear with the question number 1. We move to the next one. Write the coefficients of x square in each of the following. We have to just find out the coefficient. Suppose we have 2x square plus y plus z. So first what we need to check, x square only. So this is the x square. Now see, x square, x is a variable here and 2 is the coefficient. I hope it's clear. Now see, the first question, the first part is 2 plus x square plus x. Okay, I have to find out the coefficient of x square. 2 plus x square plus x. Now you can see the coefficient of x square is what? 1 only. Because any number multiply with that number, answer will be that number itself, right? So I can consider 1 is my answer. Now here 2 minus x square plus x cube. Correct? Now see, x square is here. So what is my coefficient here? Minus 1. This side I have plus sign, that's why I have considered plus 1. This side I have minus sign, so I have considered minus 1 as my coefficient of x square. Move to the next one. Pi by 2 x square plus x. We have to just find out the coefficient of x square, right? So pi by 2 will be my answer, because this is the only coefficient of x square. That is why pi by 2 is a coefficient. We move to the fourth one. Root 2x minus 1. Now check whether I have x square here. No. So the coefficient of x square is 0. Easy. Now move to the question number 3. Give one example each of the binomial of degree 35 and of a monomial of degree 100. Quite easy. Now see, binomial means where two terms I have there. So first I will write two terms. This is the first term and let's suppose this is the second term. Now this is a two term, but they have mentioned one more thing. Degree should be 35. So just put the degree. X raised to power 35 plus 2. So these are the two terms, correct? Now I have to give the example of monomial. Monomial means only one term, right? So this is a one term. What degree they are asking? 100. So just write 100. See how easy questions we have in this exercise, correct? So I repeat, on the terms we have three types of polynomial: binomial, monomial and trinomial. So binomial means 2, monomial means one term and trinomial means 3 terms. We move to the question number 4. Write the degree of each of the following polynomials. Now see, degree of the polynomial means we have to just check the highest power of the polynomial. Now see, in this given we have 5x raised to cube plus 4x square plus 7x. If you can see, 3 is greater than 2 and 1. So my answer would be 3. This side 4 minus y square. So degree is 2 here. Now move to the next one. 5t minus root 7. If there is no power, then by default 1 will be there. So the power of the third part would be 1. Now 3. Whether I have any variable? No. That means I can write this one as like this. 3x raised to power 0. Because I know x raised to power 0 is 1 only. Correct? And 3 multiply 1. 3. So you can see the power of x is what? 0 here. So for this, my answer would be 0. Because there is no x variable. Quite easy. Move to the question number 5. Classify the following as linear, quadratic and cubic polynomials. See, just now we had discussed. So linear means when we have a degree of 1, quadratic means degree of 2 and cubic means degree of 3. Now see, in the first part, x square. 2 is there, that means this is a quadratic. I will just write q, that means quadratic. Now here, next one, x minus x cube. Cube is there, that is a cubic. Now, y plus y square plus 4. Square means quadratic. Okay, move to the fourth one. 1 plus x. Power of x is 1. That means this is a linear. Now 3t, again the power of t is 1. This is also linear. Move to the next one. R square. Power of r is 2. That means this is a quadratic. move to the last one of this exercise, that is 7x raised to power 3. Now see, 3 means cube. How easy questions we have? So again, I just revise very quickly. We have degree. Okay, on the basis of the degree, we have three types of polynomials. First, the linear, then we have quadratic, and the third one is cubic. Linear means when the degree is 1, cubic means when degree is 2, and cubic means degree is 3. This is quadratic. Okay, quadratic means 2 and cubic means 3. I hope you all would have understood the questions and the introduction that we had discussed in this video. If you like the video, please like it, subscribe it and share it with your friends. And thank you so much for watching.